Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Russell Matthews here, back with another Canadian benefit update for you. And today we're going to talk about something that seems to be the number one question that most people who comment on these videos is asking. And that question is, will the CRB, or the Canada Recovery Benefit, be extended past its end date for many at the end of March? So many people are asking this right now as we get closer to this deadline, and every single one of these comments is all about this exact question. Will they or will they not extend the CRB? So obviously this is something that's really important to a lot of people, but unfortunately we do not have a definitive answer as of right now. But what we can do is take a look at more and more information that's sort of being gathered and coming out slowly over the course of time to get a better idea as to whether or not this is likely to happen. So that's what I'm going to do here with this mini series of videos. You'll notice on this video that you clicked, there was a tag that said CRB Extension. So if there's a CRB Extension tag on the video at the beginning of it, you're going to know that there's going to be some sort of new information that could either hint at whether or not it's more or less likely to happen based on new information, or other news that could affect this. This could be in the form of new press conferences from various politicians across the country, or statements from different government bodies like the CRA or potentially the Bank of Canada. Whenever there's information, I'm going to bring it to you right here under this tag of CRB Extension, the exact same tag that made you click this video. And with that said, I actually do have some new information for you for this video, and it has to do with a politician out in Prince Edward Island who makes it seem like maybe he hasn't heard any speak or any rumor of these benefits being extended. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This is the article I'm talking about. It says the P.E.I. government braces for end of CRB, hopes to provide employment assistance to women and youth. Now, you might be saying, Russell, this is about CRB, this isn't about the CRB. Well, actually, I'm pretty sure that this article is actually about the CRB and that the reporter might have just gotten their terminology wrong, because what the politician is actually saying is in relation to the CRB. Let me show you. You'll remember that the CERB, the first federal response package in terms of direct support for Canadians, that ended quite a while ago, a number of months ago, but in this article they're sort of referring to it as it's about to expire. That's why I believe that they've got this a little bit mixed up and they're actually talking about the CRB. And this is actually about a statement from MacKay, who is the Minister of Economic Growth, Tourism and Culture in Prince Edward Island. And this is the significant statement that I want to bring to you today. They say, we've got to be ready. There's going to be a time when that money is going to be shut off, referring to the CRB. And this is where, in our first round, we're expecting in March to have people in panic mode. And this is what he said to the Standing Committee on Education and Economic Growth on Tuesday. Again, the fact that he's talking about March lines up exactly with this end date for the CRB. So I'm absolutely certain that they're actually referring to the CRB and not the CERB as it states in this article. And the reason I wanted to show you this is that it hints at the fact that potentially the federal government hasn't brought any sort of information to the provincial governments as to how they're planning on handling this situation come the end of March. And if they have, this could be something that sort of stacks up to convince you that potentially they may not be extending this benefit if you are to believe these provincial politicians. Of course, there is the potential that there are plans in the work for some sort of extension of benefits or a new one to be created to get you through the end of the pandemic, and that maybe these provincial politicians just haven't been looped into that plan for the future. But this is what this video is all about, and this series of videos going forward, bringing you these little pieces of information so that you can get a better idea of which way this is leaning as we approach this March deadline. So if you want to stay in the loop when it comes to this CRB extension story, make sure to keep your eyes on the channel and keep a lookout for that tag at the beginning of the video that should show CRB extension, potentially with a question mark. And if you see that tag on the video, you can know that it's going to be at least a little bit of new information that can help you inform your opinion on whether or not you believe there's going to be an extension coming or not. And of course, if there's any news that comes directly from the federal government, you'll definitely hear about that on the channel. And of course, if you haven't already done so, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And I wanted to thank you for watching this video all the way to the end, because it seems that YouTube only shows videos that people watch all the way to the end to a larger audience. So it's really helpful in getting this information out there to more and more Canadians. And with all of that said, thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope this video helped you out at least a little bit, and I'll see you next time.